Hey guys, welcome back and congratulations for all of you guys to coming to this point. I am really proud of all of you guys. We have covered so many different things. We learned about different types of linear perspective. We talked about history of perspective, and we actually learned how to draw using 1 and 2 point perspective. Now that you have learned all these different things, we're going to ask you to apply what you have learned and design a house that's going to showcase your creativity. You're going to have 3 different projects for you to choose from. Please take a moment to watch a brief video that I'm going to about to present to you and decide which one would best fit you. Now, these assignments that we are presenting to you will count for 2 major grades, and we are going to give you 3 classroom time for you to complete. So we are going to invest a lot of time on this, and we are going to have 2 major grades. So it's very important that you make a right decision today. At the end of the day, you are going to be completing warm-up and your option project proposal PDF file, and also project proposal quiz at the end of the day. So make sure you do your best on all these. So let's go ahead and talk about your 3 different options for you to choose from. So the first option is called Community First Village. Second, called Thumbelina House. Third, Symbolic House and Identity. First one is going to be the most basic package if you want to think about it that way. It's going to be technically most basic as well as creativity. The Thumbelina House is going to be technically somewhat average, but it's going to require a lot of creativity. Your third option, the symbolic house and identity, is going to be the most challenging because it's going to require a lot of creativity as well as technical skills. So you guys decide on which one you like to select. So let's go ahead and talk about your first community village. So here in Austin, we have let me go to the next slide here. Okay. Here in Austin, we have a large proportion of our citizens who are homeless. And there is a community first village here in Austin, which is trying to be part of a solution. They advocate for homeless people and also created many micro homes in a part of East Austin, and they invite homeless people to come in and live and have a restart of their life. That kind of opportunity is really very meaningful, in my opinion. We're not going to propose our designs to them, but we are going to think about the problems, and we are going to be a part of a solution and try our best to design a micro home for these homeless people. So micro home really means a house that does not have a kitchen nor a bathroom. It is a simple, probably smaller or equal to 200 square feet house. And I will talk about more in detail about different examples. But for this assignment, you are going to be creating 2 different drawings. One, just regular print paper, 8.5 by 11 size of interior space using 1 point perspective. Second drawing is going to be an exterior space using 2 point perspective. This assignment is going to be due if you're A day, September 11th, if you're B day, September 14th. Now let's go ahead and talk about your Thumbelina house. You can probably already guess what this assignment is going to be like. You are going to be reduced to your maybe a 5 inches in height. Imagine you needing to design a whole new different house that fits your height. Okay, that's pretty much what I want you to do. And this is an artist named Nancy Liang. and she creates this awesome illustrations here. Here, let's take a look at the house on the right. We are seeing this tiny house, probably built on a branch, and we can see a huge three-leaf clover plants growing next to it. Because we already know three-leaf clovers are pretty small, we can guesstimate how tiny these houses would be. And that's the key point. By presenting different visual elements that we can sort of estimate the size of the house, that's going to be the key point for you to do well on this assignment. Okay. For this assignment, you're only required to do one drawing, but your paper is going to be larger. Remember, for your first community house design, you're going to create two different drawings on two different A4 printer paper. But for this one, you're only going to do 2-point perspective house, either interior or exterior, on a paper size by 9 by 12. All right, let's go ahead and talk about your last assignment. I'm really hoping that you'll choose this because I feel like if you have the talent and motivation, this will be a great work for you to submit for any of the competition that we would be facing soon. We have National Scholastic Art Competition coming in October, end of October, and we have a state-based art competition that is coming up in February. And I think this type of assignment where you're really being able to express your personal narratives and discover your identity through this kind of symbolic houses will be a perfect example. So let's go ahead and talk about this artist that I'm showing you. His name is Peck Perry, and he does amazing drawings. And this particular drawing caught my attention because there is a hidden identity, but yet I feel like I am really able to understand who she is and the type of a house environment she grew up in. Maybe she has an yearning for this space that he's illustrating. This house has a major impact on who she is as a person. And that's the kind of assignment that we are going to look at. You're going to merge different houses that you designed or from your childhood with your portrait and create this visual conversation through art. So for this one, actually, this artwork was one of my own students, Avery Patton. She was an Art One student about 3 or 4 years ago, and she had the same assignment, and she was able to create this work, and she won a gold seal medal from the base. Now, for this assignment, you are going to create one drawing and illustrate 2-point perspective house. You're still getting 2 major grades for this assignment. The paper size needs to be at least 9 by 12, and it must include your own portrait for this assignment. Okay, so those are 3 options here, and I didn't really talk about a lot of details for each assignment because I wanted to just introduce and have you sort of be intrigued to select one assignment. Okay, so go to your Schoology and go to today's folder and scroll it down all the way, and you can see 3 different videos that sort of talks in detail as to what each assignment is going to be about. So let's go ahead and talk about these assignment later. All right, bye guys.